Okay. Just waiting for people to come on. This is the very outfit that I will be wearing when I will be doing my video on the November 8th lunar eclipse video. That'll do. All right. So whilst I'm going to be trying to do stuff as best I can with what I can get. Let me just go on the gram, as it's called. The gram. I think it's so funny to call it that. Hopefully Nadia Shaw will be up and at it again next week. It's gorgeous, 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 gorgeous. Absolutely beautiful. All right, let me just go to my Instagram page here and update. I don't know if all of you follow this person, but the Saffron Sage. Actually what I want to do is there's going to be an autumn concert that on Friday we're going to start getting into music for that, because that's going to be mid-November, the very end of Scorpio season, or kind of mid-November, kind of around the 16th of the month. So I do want to get started on that, and one of the songs that I'm thinking of is a song called Out of This World, and I'll send you actually I should put a post up about that. So let me find the song. If I can. Maybe it's not there. Oh, here it is. Okay. This is, you can go listen to the song. This will be one of the songs for the autumn performance. And I do want to just do one song paying homage to the Saffron Sage, and it is Out of This World. And if you listen to it, the lyrics may be pretty random, but I just think of this song when I, watch her, and I know that she, continually produces all kinds of videos, and, I do the same, but, like if I'm talking about this astrological event, my plan is to not have, a video about it and then a post about it and then shorts about it. It's either one or the other. And I may have a post that I say, okay, check out this video that I made about this. But, I want to do that. I'm not going to, copy and paste one thing on one platform to another platform. What I do is going to be specific for either this platform over here or this platform over, there. So what is on Facebook may not be the same as on Instagram, YouTube, or TikTok. And I need to kind of practice saying that over and over again. I put the song up as just something for you all to see. It is public. And let me just X out of this. The autumn what I want to do is 2021, 2020, you know, you were really cranking away for those of you who were in choir, because every 30 days you would need music to perform and this and that, and it got to be too much, and I know how overwhelmed and busy you all were. So I've decided, okay, every single season, autumn, winter, spring, summer, there'll be a concert, probably at the, kind of the finale of the season. Maybe I'll make it at the beginning of the season. But let's plan on, the finale or midway to the season. Dealing with songs that have to do with the signs of that season. So we're dealing with Libra, Scorpio, and Sagittarius. And I also want to do a holiday winter concert in December. And that is going to be, it's going to be, okay, we have the 10th, 11th, 12th, 13th, 14th, 15th, 16th, on the 16th. So Friday, December 16th is going to be the date of that concert, and I have to kind of put together songs. This year, 2022, we have looked at the nodes. I've been very interested in the nodes. That's been kind of the focus. I've done videos about it. 2022 is the year of the lunar nodes. I will say we had that upcoming concert, so we have several things going on, including the, Aaron Dowdy thing, and I may have to combine stuff and, see if I can change things and put, one concert in the other. For example, I may put Aaron Dowdy's music in the Scorpio North Node concert. And the interesting thing with that is it's kind of juxtaposed. I'm kind of taking a look at the Taurus South Node traits and really shining a light on those. And the Scorpio North Node, there's going to be maybe, sort of combined things, but it will be about letting go and, so many different types of themes, but it will certainly not be, completely about sharing and teamwork and all that, which is super, oversimplified. It's like the version of Scorpio North Node that they make, and they tailor it to the Taurus South Node, stereotyping the Taurus South Nodes as they're very difficult people to be able to handle complex material, which I don't agree with one bit, and I really disapprove of. So, anyway, I don't know. I think I put the right thing. I know that Colette and Deborah Silverman. I know Colette is doing an Oracle Flex thing, and she does little videos. She has little journaling activities and Oracle card exercises that you can do, but you don't have to. For example, in her first video, she was talking about a synchronicity. Well, I can't think of a synchronicity, in my life. So, you don't have to do these things. It is all about, does this serve you? Are you going to get something out of it? It's not like school. It's not like, going to college, which I've given it away already. I am in college and I go there. It isn't like that. So if you watch the videos and you get that vibration, then, surrender it and say, nope, this is not what it is. I have free will and I have a choice. Own your value, all those things, and that is what, I strongly believe in. And I trust that Colette would believe in the same thing. So yeah, you don't have to do every single journaling and stuff like that. I would highly, highly recommend that you do the exercises and, oracle card picks, but not, every single one if you don't want to. If something resonates, if something, gets out of you is, okay, this is going to be meaningful for me to, jot this down and, go through this exercise and, gain wisdom, through the oracle cards, through your writing. Well, then, by all means, why not? Go for it. But if something's just not hitting you or just not resonating with you and something that you just can't come up with an answer to a certain prompt, just, skip over it and move on, choose something else. No skin off anyone's back. So that's what I just wanted to remind you, because it is not school. I just want to say that. And let me tell you, I'm pretty about, I have a Libra moon and I have a Taurus Mercury. And I hope that nothing I say is extreme and super black and white. If it is, then maybe it's your perception, but I do try to, make things, balanced and moderate. So that is what is going on there. Let me just clear watch history before I get into what I want to talk about today. Unless there's something else I need to clear out of the way first of all before I get into anything else. Boom. By the way, when you say anything, okay, my brain has a problem with trusting that everything's okay. Okay, brain, focus, boom, boom, done. Let it go. Let it go. Yeah, I have to turn on that logical side of my brain that says, no, you're good. Everything's checked off the list. Everything's, fine. Everything's where it needs to be. You've taken care of yourself. Let it go. So, I will check that one more time, and then I will completely X out of the tab here. All right. Now, because of the Mercury retrograde, I have discovered several people that I knew before in my past that I have friended on my Facebook page. Mercury retrograde is anything RE, like any word that has RE as the first syllable. That's that's a hot button type of word. It's important. So revisiting, rekindling, re-seeing, re-meeting, reacquainting, all those reads. Now, we're at the end of Mercury retrograde. This has been, the last one was, white water rafting. This is more of kind of if I were to go in a boat and have kind of the waves, there's waves, of course, and it goes up and down, but it's more, the boat goes up and down, but, it's more stable and, more grounded. And now I can honestly say, because Mercury is retrograde in Virgo, the sign that it does rule, Virgo is an earth sign, so that really helps quite a bit. That transit of Mercury and Gemini, I'm sorry, but I'm kind of pessimistic about it. And I'm kind of, if you want to ask me about it, I am going to give you some gloom and doom. I said this before. I was watching myself doing a little short video on September the 12th saying, I don't care what's going on in my life. Next time Mercury is retrograde in Gemini, I will go on a retreat. I was thinking to myself, wow, I'm pretty formidable. I'm pretty responsible. I'm pretty grown up. And I'm pretty independent, looking at myself that way. Putting the astrology on the back burner for that point. But anyway, Mercury retrograde in Gemini, I will be out, so 2028, May 21st through June 13th. You're wondering, how can you remember that? Well, I can't because I just have excellent memory, I guess. For that 3-week window, I will be out. I will not be connected to the world. I may post, there's no guarantee, but I will be kind of cut off and in a sanctuary, in peace, and in, bliss, hopefully, going through nirvana, enlightenment, going through a more simple and pure experience to calm down the monkey that's just going crazy in my mind for that 3-week period. Mercury retrograde in Gemini is a placement that if I did choose my own Mercury, guess what? That would be the Mercury I would choose. If I had my chart, I would want my moon in Taurus, Mercury in Gemini. Mercury in Gemini is, I would say if there was a pedestal, because I don't believe in pedestals, but if there was, it would be at the top. Mercury retrograde in Gemini, down there. So yeah, self-care, and if I didn't say it before, self-care. Mercury is retrograde in the sign of Gemini. I'm not kidding. I really am not kidding. It did, I'm going to use a word that's certainly not in my vocabulary to use. It stinks when you have Mercury retrograde and you have a graduation and you're getting a new computer and all of these, it's like the year is reaching its climax and, Jupiter moving to Aries, Mercury retrograde, and then feeling the energy of that, yeah. Very rough times, that May 2022, rough. So anyway, that is my spiel about that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go down and find my moon placements. So I'm doing this. And let me just find things here. Because I am, stuff. So while I'm doing this, I want to get into the real reason why I wanted to come on this live stream. Back it up. I have not made as many live streams as Nicholas Ashbal. I could really see the two of us having a disagreement over something. I don't know. But I certainly don't do as many live streams. I certainly won't plan on doing any live streams in the future because, what you say is out there. It's lifetime. It's very nerve-wracking, very chaotic, very overwhelming. I'm not going to do that. And it is restricting. There is that element of restriction there. So let me put in the post. Here, whilst I'm doing this. Okay, go up. Gorgeous. The one mistake I made when I posted stuff to Instagram in the past is some of the images were cut off and some of the words, because I put like little quotes up, images of quotes, written words. The words, letters were cut off. So I had to redo that and go back and post all the posts on last Friday. So, this kind of imperfections, absolutely not. One thing for something being perfect in a type of way, another thing for you not to be able to read all the words on the screen. Doesn't make any sense at all. Why that should be the case. So, I'm doing that. And by the way, I want to remind you that what I do on my social media is a hobby. It is not my career or profession yet. It is free. I don't have to pay to do this. I want to do this. I enjoy doing it. And I will continue doing it. And pretty soon I'll initiate a website, hopefully, if all goes well and it turns out to be a possible process. Okay. Now, I want to talk about a very pressing topic. And that is, just want to check my page again. Boom. Taurus moon. I'm going through the different moon placements here. Okay. So, what is really very much on my mind is the fact that I may also have a very narrow vision for what the Taurus South Node may symbolize and may represent. Not everyone really believes in the philosophy work smarter, not harder. Unless it is smarter to work harder in the first place, and don't pet rock that. Please do not hand me a pet rock. You need to explain. Okay, if you're the one saying that, if you're the one emphasizing your words, saying maybe it's smarter to work harder, that you have got to provide, evidence, supporting details as to why that is. If you are pet rocking, why are you handing me a pet rock? Why are you, reversing, trying to change up my own words for your claim that you're making? You need to provide that. Otherwise, you're simply handing a pet rock. It doesn't check out. It doesn't have any value on it, and it's kind of irritating. So, anyway, I did title this live stream Betty McGary, and the reason why I titled this is just to be pretty blunt and straight about what I'm talking about. I remember saying in August, I hope that I will not have anything to talk about concerning what will be going on in my life, later on in the fall, in the coming months or something like that. Well, lo and behold, there are things on my mind that I have to speak about, and just as any other time, it was kind of fated, it was kind of guaranteed, like I can make this promise, I can make this statement, but it's don't put all of your bets and coins in the basket that it's going to be the way that I claim that it is going to be. So, there are some of us who we're all very different. And some of us are more conservative and serious than others. And, I could have done like an audio video of that because I enjoy doing audio podcasts. Like, I could start my own podcast someday. I could really see that. I really could. But my phone is charging up, and the other phone, the new one, I will not do anything that I don't feel comfortable doing on it. I've tried that. I've tried getting past it. No, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to have that guilt. I'm not going to have the insecurity as I'm trying to do that. No. So, no. But just to say, there are some people that have a kind of impression of taking little details and putting it into a whole analysis. Like taking something that someone said and really, analyzing it, even if it's, not a big deal. And, trying to get my thoughts together. We're all different. And we all have different approaches, and we all, have different personalities and different teaching styles. And I'm not here to judge and hold anything against anyone. It is my own perception of things. So yeah. That's the kind, I was going to go into a whole expressatory deal, but I have a change of heart right now. The other thing is, I will not ever use the community tab. Why, if you never use it and you can't pay for it and you never use that from the start, why do you need to use it? My Facebook page will be the community tab and will forever be a community tab. I will probably never grow with YouTube in the ways of making money. I will make money in other ways. If I set up any memberships, it will be on my potential website. If I do any mobile live streams, it will be off of the separate apps like I have done Streamlabs, Prism Live, which I'll really not plan to do again. And any stories I do will be on, Facebook or Instagram, TikTok maybe. And I'm trying to think of anything else, really not any feature that, is not worth money, nor is it free. If it's free or it costs money, and I have the money and I can pay for it, then I will use it, because why not? But, it's very unfair that somebody has more followers and you can't easily attain this very simple and practical thing as a community tab through money, or, if it's free, which it's not. So it's very, it's kind of rude. And, it's just like making you, showing off your success, basically, instead of tapping into simplicity and, equality and, humility. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So that's my opinion of that. I have all the success when it comes to social media and all of that. I haven't published any books. I haven't, set up blog or newsletters or anything like that. I may monetize for certain products and videos, I don't know. But, I've linked to other, social media platforms. I have the channel all set up. I will take the most advantage of any feature on YouTube if either it's free or it costs money, and I can save up, for that money and then pay for it, and I'll use it. But I do want to be fair and somebody that others can look to, like, I may attain 1K, 1 million subscribers, but I'm going to use everything that I have available to me right now forever. Nothing more than that. Nothing more, so that people can go to this channel and say, this person is like me, having 1K subscribers, but not using the community tab and all those things. I can't tell you how much of, a blessing that, Malika Semper is, Pam Gregory is, all those people, including the people who have used the community tab and others. But, really, if you haven't used it, don't use it. Just if I had to, make the rule, don't use it. And again, I may make rules, and they may be dictatorial, and they may be unfair and limiting to you, but I have pretty good, authentic, reasons why I make these rules. I'm going to only compromise so much and bend so much. There has to be lines. There has to be, certain standards and healthy limitations that have to be put into place. I'm not going to completely bend over backwards my power, my authority, my voice, my command, and my, what is available to me to make this ruling. I'm not going to do that, because that is not why I am here doing this as an Edmonton leader. I'm certainly not going to do that. It is going to, I'm going to do that, and then eventually I'm going to look back thinking, why did I do this? And revert back to just me being who I am. And I'm going to be who I am and do what I feel that I want and need to do, of what feels right to do. And it may be extreme. It may be extreme. But I'm really working on putting up healthy boundaries and not allowing myself to get drained emotionally. So that's what I want to say. And I mean that. I'm 100% honest as I can be. So that's what I want to tell you. Genuinely. Have a good day.